After what felt like an eternity for fans of the long-running animated series, South Park has finally returned for its 27th season. And it didn't just come back with more of the usual satire and shock value. It made a scorching statement about former President Donald Trump in what may be its most pointed and unfiltered critique yet. But even as fans celebrate the return, many are wondering the same thing. Why did it take so long? The season 27 premiere, titled The Magnificent Bastard, wastes no time in taking aim at Trump, parodying everything from his post-presidency influence to the current state of American politics. As with previous seasons, creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone don't hold back. But this time, the takedown feels different, more raw, more direct, and perhaps most surprisingly, more timely than ever, despite the long delay in airing the episode. The premiere episode opens in classic South Park fashion, with the town gripped by chaos. A new political influencer known only as a geoid has descended upon South Park, rallying townsfolk around slogans that sound eerily familiar. Truth is fake, I'm the real victim, and make integrity great again. It doesn't take long for viewers to realize that the geoid T is an obvious stand-in for Donald Trump, complete with exaggerated orange skin, towering golden hair, an army of loyal conspiracy-peddling followers. As the episode unfolds, the satire only deepens. Cartman becomes the accidental hero who stands up to the geoid when the rest of the town is too scared or too hypnotized to resist. Randy Marsh, still running Integrity Farms, aligns with the Trump figure out of sheer desperation to stay relevant, while Kyle and Stan try to navigate the unraveling sanity of their school, now flooded with misinformation and fear. The episode's climactic moment, a parody of Trump's infamous photo op outside a church, turns slapstick into satire as the character breaks down screaming, "I never lost. I never lose. You're all wrong." The entire scene is a not-so-subtle jab at Trump's continued claims about the 2020 election, and the episode ends with South Park Elementary converting into a re-education center to teach kids the difference between opinion and fact. For longtime fans of the show, South Park's takedown of political figures isn't new. Over its nearly 3-decade run, the series has mocked every U.S. president from Bill Clinton to Joe Biden. But what made this latest Trump satire so blistering, and perhaps surprising, was how long it took to arrive. Season 26 wrapped up in March 2023, and while specials like South Park, joining the Panderverse and South Park, The End of Obesity aired on Paramount+, a proper season return kept being pushed back. Some speculated that Parker and Stone were pivoting away from traditional seasons in favor of streaming specials. Others blamed contract negotiations or burnout from the duo's massive $900 million deal with Viacom CBS. And let's not forget that in addition to South Park, Parker and Stone have been involved in numerous side projects, including a rumored Book of Mormon film adaptation and a new restaurant chain in Colorado. In interviews over the past year, both creators hinted at feeling numb after the chaotic Trump years, explaining that it became hard to parody something already so cartoonish. In one 2022 podcast appearance, Parker even said, "We literally couldn't write anything more absurd than what was happening in real life. It was exhausting." But perhaps that's exactly why this latest episode hits so hard. After years of silence on Trump as a central figure, especially when other late-night shows and media were saturated with Trump's satire, South Park has returned with a laser-focused critique that's both hilarious and uncomfortably accurate. The timing of the premiere also can't be ignored. With Trump leading the polls in the Republican primary race and facing multiple indictments, the national conversation has shifted yet again to the former president's influence. For Parker and Stone, this may have been the perfect moment to re-engage, offering their own form of satirical reckoning just as the political temperature rises ahead of the 2024 election. Another factor that likely contributed to the delay is the changing media landscape itself. With Paramount Plus now the official streaming home of South Park, the show's rollout and production schedules are no longer beholden to traditional cable seasons. Specials, streaming windows, and contractual exclusivity likely affected how quickly a new season could be developed and released. Still, many fans express frustration over the gap between seasons, especially as South Park once prided itself on being able to turn episodes around in just 6 days, a hallmark of its unique, timely voice. That rapid response agility once allowed South Park to comment on current events with unparalleled speed. But as streaming has become king, even the fastest satire now waits for platform strategies and corporate timetables. Whatever the reason for the delay, the return has proven to be worth the wait for many. On social media, reactions have ranged from applause to disbelief, with viewers praising the episode's brutal honesty and unapologetic tone. Critics have already labeled it one of the sharpest political satires the show has ever done. As for what's next, there's no clear word on how long season 27 will run, or what future topics Parker and Stone plan to tackle. But given the turbulent election cycle ahead, it's safe to say that South Park won't be short on material. In the end, South Park's return with the magnificent bastard isn't just a comeback. It's a reminder of the show's enduring power to shock, entertain, and provoke reflection, even when it takes a little longer than expected.